Good morning to you wherever you are, wherever you're tuning in, wherever you are around the world, and whatever you're dealing with right now. My name is Tanja. I am a leadership and mindset specialist. I work with real estate and property professionals, but right now I am a human. Well, I'm always a human, but I'm a human connecting to you, my fellow friends, my fellow humans who are going through really difficult, uncharted territory right now. G'day, Christopher. G'day, Shannon. G'day, Kate. Sean, good morning. Great to have you here. No matter who you are, where you are, that you're joining in, I just wanted to say that I understand that we are going through some really changing and challenging times. These are uncharted territories for many of us, and there is a lot of uncertainty right now all over the world and in every industry and every household, and real estate is not immune to it. But what I know more than ever is that we are far greater than we think. And to be a master observer of the quality of our thoughts, because we cannot control what is happening outside of us. Good morning, Greg. But we can 100% control what occurs within us. Now, that is easier said than done. This is Rapid Fire Friday. This is where I reflect on the top one-on-one coaching themes for the week and just share with you some rapid fire tips that I know if you implement will help you navigate these times. But I wanted just to start by checking in and seeing how you are. I've been getting a lot of messages from people letting me know their current reality. Businesses, some are closing down, some are really healthy. Fortunately, a lot of my clients are in a healthy position. The average reserve that I know some leaders are sitting on is around 2.5 months. That means they've got 2.5 months of money in the bank before they have to let people go or make some big decisions. But that's not the reality for a lot. Hi, Diane. Good morning, my friend. Rod Fitzgerald. That is not the reality for most people I'm speaking with. So the current reality is there's a lot of uncertainty. People are in fear and insecure. And not only are they facing having lost their job or their partner lost their job or just the whole unknown, many people are facing an unbelievable amount of personal change. So I want to start by saying I love you. I hear you. I feel you. And I'm there for you. I've had to make some changes in my own business. I'm a peak performance specialist in real estate and property. I do a lot of speaking and training, and all of my gigs for the year have been, postponed. But I have to tell you that people say to me, how are you staying so positive? How are you staying so upbeat? I'm practicing what I preach. And what I preach is that we have to master our mind right now. You and I have 60 to 90,000 thoughts a day. 90% of them are the same regurgitated thoughts as yesterday, and 85% of them are negative. You can amp that up right now as we are intaking and ingesting a whole bunch of negative and dramatized, sensationalized social media. Good morning, Fiona. Hey, Melissa. I'm watching the sunrise and listening to you. You are the sunrise. Paula Beavis, Emily, good morning. Love to you too, Sean. So today I want to let you know that probably at this time, no matter what you're feeling with, maybe a whole lot of words won't even matter. But what can matter is just knowing that someone is there for you. So today I'm really happy to share that I'm launching a free support line for people in real estate and property. This is not a massive call center with 40 counselors. This is a second mobile phone and a second mobile phone number in my possession, and it's free. And it's for you to have a raft, to be heard, to be held, to be supported in any way I can. And I want to be responsible and mindful in my communication around this. I am an NLP master practitioner and trainer and a leadership specialist. I've spent 30 years working with people, leaders and teams of 4 or 400, helping them through changing and challenging times. I'm nearly 48, so I've had 40 plus trips around the sun and my own personal life experiences. I've had money, not had money. I've had a marriage, not had a marriage. I've navigated near dying, almost dying and loss of loved ones, but I've never experienced times like these, and maybe you haven't either. But as I said, what I know is that when we come together to support each other, when we drop the drama and just speak our truth, when we master our mind and control the controllables, it'll be an easier wave to navigate. So and there are plenty other support lines for you right now. Good morning, Lisa. Great to have you here. And Julianne, you are amazing too, Diane. Emily, good morning. My pleasure. Luna Karmic, great name. So the free support line, feel free to write this down. It's for you. It's for your friends. It's for your leader and your team members. It is 0413219923. That's 0413219923. So I'm also a mama of 2 girls, so it will not be on 24/7, but it'll be by my side as much as possible. And if it goes to message bank, there is a recorded message to say that you can leave a message for me. And there's also the phone number for Lifeline if what you're dealing with is more urgent and you need some help right now. I don't know if anyone's going to call it, and I don't know if it's going to be insert the sound of crickets here, but what I know is it's something I can do. So how I can help you is to listen and get whatever you're going through right now, and also to give you some resources to control the controllables, give you some support to navigate where your mind might take over and project you into a stratosphere of fear, a stratosphere. That's it. A stratosphere, a whole world of fear. And fear is often false evidence appearing real. It's the stories we tell ourselves that try to prepare us for the worst case scenario. But here's the deal. I know many of you, and even a number of you that are watching right now, are literally in the thick of your worst case scenario. Lost your job, relationships breaking down, reality not what it looked like yesterday, wondering how you're going to survive, real life struggle. So whatever it is that you're going through, I'm here for you. So I'd love to hear from you if you would be willing to type in, how are you? What do you need? How can I help? How are you? What do you need? How can I help? As you type those in, which I'd love you to, if you're not driving, I want to share with you some of the things that, some of the conversations that I had, particularly with my clients today, this week. The themes were really about preparing for the wave, because the communication is saying it will get worse before it gets better. It's not about being doom and gloom, that is about being prepared. So a lot of my coaching sessions this week have been with leaders on getting absolute clarity, how much reserve they have and how long that provides them. The average is around 2.5 months. So the coaching has been to reduce fixed and variable expenses. But it also, a lot of the coaching has been around how do you have difficult conversations with people that you have to lay off, people you love, people you feel responsible for, people that have other people they're responsible for, families, kids, newborns, sick elderly that they're taking care of. Emily, I am calm, kids at home. It's been challenging with work, but we are getting there. Nice perspective, Emily. Good on you. I'd like to know, what are you doing to remain calm? So far, so good, says Sean. Sean is saying, just taking it day by day, and by just having you here for us, your spirit is enough. Thank you, my friend, and thank you for your energy and what you share in the space as well. So it is a time to be prepared. Now, if you're not a leader, you're a leader in your own life. So for me, it's about simplifying your life right now. Like, what expenses can you reduce? What memberships can you suspend? What things can you unsubscribe to? And be careful what you are intaking, because in NLP there's a saying that says GIGO, garbage in, garbage out, good in, good out. You've got to be careful, for you are listening. So every single thought and belief that you have right now will influence your self-worth, self-esteem, and your capacity to deal with disaster or times of challenge. Hey, Kylie, Emily, meditate and work outside. Music is also great, along with laughter. Yeah, wow, if we can find laughter in these situations, that's a great thing. No news, says Emily. Amy, good morning. How are you? Luke says, these messages are crucial. You're a legend. Thank you, Luke. Support lines are great. Yes, so on all my social media platforms, there are support lines for Lifeline, Beyond Blue, Headspace, Mindspot, Kids Helpline. If you've got kids, there's a helpline for kids. If you're a parent and you're like, how can I help my kids? I can't even help myself right now. There's a kids helpline. There's a national debt helpline. And there's a national coronavirus helpline. Please do not suffer in silence, and please do not have an ego or pride that is embarrassed or ashamed of picking up the phone and calling for help. That is a sign of vulnerability and courage. And let me tell you, if the door you are facing is the door of fear, and on the other side is greatness and hope and faith, then the door knob is courage and vulnerability. You have to open the door, and that might mean a phone call. So whether it's those helplines or the one I've just launched today for real estate and property professionals, please reach out and ask for help. Do you know, in all the decades I've been a leader and a coach, when I ask people, what's the thing that you love to do the most? Do you know what they say? They all say, I love to help people. So if you stop yourself from reaching out and making a phone call and seeking help, you rob somebody else of the gift from being a contribution to you. Shanna is saying, I'm calm and positive, and I know we will get through it. It does get hard keeping my staff as positive as possible. Breaks my heart knowing they are in frightened fear. My day today is 100% different to yesterday. I have been laid off for months. My relationship has also changed completely, and I'm with friends and grateful for your love and support. Rod Fitzgerald, I love you. I love your vulnerability and courage. Diane, I am prepared, zen and full of love. Your generosity is heart-filling. I love you. I'm here for you. Carly and Craig, g'day, great to have you here. How are you? Our friends on Facebook, type in how you are. If you're watching this live, type in live. If you're watching the record, how can I help you? Like really, like no kidding, type it in right now. How can I help you? What questions do you have? As I was saying, if you are a leader, and I think this was something that, Shannon was saying, Here's my coaching, and I'm just going to really expand this one because this was a big one for my coaching clients this week, because mainly they're principles. If you have people at home, here's the deal. Most businesses are reducing expenses right now, making short-term sacrifice for long-term investment. The biggest expense item in business is labor. Rod's just shared he's just been laid down, and I'm sure that's nothing that Kylie wanted to do or the brand wanted to do, but it is a sign of the times and absolutely not personal. And that's tip number one. If anything is happening to you, if you're being laid off, if your hours are being reduced, if your relationships are ending, please just deal with what's happening and don't make it mean anything negative about you. Less whip, more wand. You need to master your mind and practice having faith. Now, I'm not talking about religion here. I'm talking about having faith that you are greater than you think. You have the capacity to change your reality by thought alone. Now, that doesn't mean meditating and a new job and a new salary and a new husband or wife or partner appears. But you can absolutely change the reality of the life and the quality of life that you are experiencing now by thinking as much love-filled thoughts as possible and eliminating as much fear, drama, chaos, and swirl as possible. So if you are a leader and you have people working from home, here are some strategies to keep your people connected, supported, engaged, productive, and performing. Otherwise, you're going to end up paying them to watch Netflix. And whilst there's a lot of great content on Netflix, now is not the time to do that. Good morning, Miriam. How are you navigating this space, my love? So here are some quick strategies for leaders that have their people working from home. Number one, actually, Please have a belief that everyone is working with the best intentions. If you as a leader are sitting in your office or sitting at home thinking that your people are taking you for a ride, then that will be your reality and you will listen and see them as that. Does that make sense? So first of all, have the thought that your people are working with the best intentions in very stressful situations and circumstances right now. Sean is coming to you live from Western Sydney, Blacktown. Good morning, as we said, Ivana and Erin, great to have you here. Thanks, Sean. So number 2, stay connected. Please make sure, what a lot of leaders aren't doing is they're not getting online using Google Hangouts or Zoom or Office 360 or Facebook Live or whatever it is to come together, or Facebook, group chat, to come together and stay connected. And that's a must. Now more than ever, we need to stay connected. So at least in your business, no matter how many people you have, good morning, everyone that's tuning in. Miriam, here. Ah, good. How are you, Miriam? I want to hear how you're doing. If you're just tuning in, welcome to Rapid Fire Friday. I want to let you know that today I am launching a support line for real estate and property professionals. It's free. It's not a big call center. It's me with a second phone and a second phone number. That phone number is 0413 219 923. I have it in another room right now. Some messages started to come through before, but I'm present here with you and then I'll be on the phone. Okay. So stay connected with your people because everyone's in self-isolation. And when we are in self-isolation and we get isolated mentally, we are automatically hardwired to think of the negative, to try and prepare ourselves for the worst. But if you don't have the skills and tools and capacities and resources and environment and leadership to help you rise resilient in these times of change and challenge, you are going to end up in emotional quicksand, and that's not what I want for you. That won't be useful. Good morning, Grantiosio. Jenny and Taylor, great to have you here, my loves. Adrian, good to have you here too. So stay connected. The least you can do with your team is have a morning powwow. Say 8:30 to 9:30, an hour of power every Monday and a happy hour every Friday. On Monday, please make sure you have a slice of inspiration. Invite your people during the week to message you or someone that works with you inspiring memes, poems, podcasts, images, documentaries, strategies to serve people right now. Leaders, your clients are your staff right now. Trust me, if all you're talking about is your consumer and you are bypassing your people, they're not going to connect well with the clients that you have the privilege to serve. So leaders, my humble opinion is your clients are your people right now. Love them up, be available, be transparent, be in communication, be strategic. It's really important. Miriam says, all good at my end. My business operates quite lean, hunkering down to ride it out. Your words of wisdom are so true. Thank you, beautiful. Akshay in the house. Good morning to you. Diane, how do you rise resilient at this time? I'm absolutely getting there. Jenny Jones, good morning. So, stay connected. Hour of power in a Monday. Make sure there's a slice of inspiration. Be very clear. Reflect on the game from the week before. Share what you won and the challenges and the lessons and the blessings that you got. And be intentional. Set a simple focus for the week. Make sure every single person in your business has clear daily checklist or KPIs to meet. Make sure they have an accountability buddy, someone to support them, stay connected, and hold them accountable, because it's easy to pull over the doona of drama and get sucked up in CNN and Sky News and feel like the world is coming to an end. Now is not the time to forget that we are miracles on the planet and we are capable of much greater than we give ourselves credit for. We are greater than we think, and now it's time to master our minds and program stuff that we can control and let go of everything we can't control. During the week, leaders, make sure you are spending time with the different categories of your teams: property management, sales, admin, and accounts. Please ensure that everyone is clear on what the game plan is for each day and each week. And business can still happen as usual. It's just being done differently in real estate. It is changing rapidly, but houses are still being listed and sold. Auctions are happening online. Investors are still buying at this time. So now's not the time to prospect and cold call to see if anyone wants to sell their house. I don't think. Now is the time to call and connect. Now is the time to get on the phone to your people first and your clients and say, hey, Tanja from ABC Realty, just making a call to our local community and seeing how you are, and if there's anything you need at this time, or if you have any questions about real estate. Here's the thing, friends, like if people are being laid off, we do know that the levels of unemployment are being affected, and it is forecast that potentially it's going to double in the next few months. So there may not be as many jobs around, but now is the time for entrepreneurs. Now is the time to work from home. And now is the time that people will be making decisions about potentially selling their home, because that's all the asset they have, because they don't have a job. So, but it's not the time for commission breath to go out there cold calling. Look, you need your commission, even though you do. Here's what I know. When we just focus on how do I make money, how do I make money, how do I make money, it has a very different energy to how can I serve, how can I serve, how can I connect. The other things that you could do in your business, especially in real estate, is connect with all the local businesses and get online and promote what each other is doing. If you've got, like Kate Ashton, one of my beautiful clients, I don't know if you're on yet, Kate. If you are, say g'day. Hi, Heather. G'day. May I introduce you to Tanja? Oh, thanks, Heather, love. Amal, good morning. Helen, good morning. There are a lot of businesses that are still doing coffee delivery. You can run in with your gloves and mask on and run out and get some morning tea. There are pubs and stuff, some still open for food. One of my clients had a Palmer and Pearls night with her friend this week. And I just think that is gold. And I said, why don't you do that for your community? She's a real estate Kate after all. Why don't you contact all the local pubs, contact all the local businesses, and they're delivering unreal chicken parmas, and why don't you do a promotion to do Palmer's Pots and Pearls night, a digital dinner party with Real Estate Kate, just to connect. She's not going to do market updates. If anyone has questions, she can ask, but it's just human to human. I'm in this with you connection. Please, I know times are really tough, but if you are a business owner, if you are self-employed, I promise you, listen, I've had a couple of little waves where I've gone, whew, yep, huge amount of income is gone for the year, but I'm not telling myself it's gone forever. I'm just gone, it's postponed. I'm not even using the word cancelled until then, right? It's postponed. What we think about and speak about comes about, I promise you. So now is the time to think and speak the most faith-filled, positive thoughts we can, because our brain will look for solutions for what it is that we are declaring. So please stay sticky. I am inviting real estate businesses and real estate agents, I'm scratching like a monkey, to reach out, promote what's happening in their local community, promote if Mario's Cafe is delivering cappuccinos, promote Palmer Pots and Pearls night to stay connected. Become your own local newsroom. Start sharing up-to-date information about real estate and property, the interest rate drops of the Reserve Bank, the mortgage and rent relief. Start hosting webinars for your property management team and also the investors out there. Online information nights for investors to keep them up to date with what's happening with real estate, with property, with rent relief, and the potential impacts, even though that is still being sorted and worked out right now. Create a call line or a support line for your local community. Had a Zoom wine with a girlfriend yesterday. It was great. Yes, well done. Good initiatives. The other thing, so inspirational hour of power every Monday, peppered meetings with your different categories and teams in between, and then happy hour Friday. You can try and make it as fun as was possible. You know, some cheesy ideas are everyone has to come with a funky moustache drawn on, or a handmade newspaper hat, or, you know, Mexican theme or Italian theme. I don't know. Make it up, but have some fun. Now is the time to try and look on the bright side of life. as much as we can. When it comes to Friday, please make sure you take the time to acknowledge your people. There is an acknowledgement game that I like to play, and it goes like this. If I was a principal and I had my team, let's say it was a team of 16 online, we were using Zoom conference call, it was a webinar where I could see everybody, I would say, hey, Kate's here. I just shared your Palmer Pots and Pearls. Tell us a bit about it. I know you've advertised it. Have you had any response yet, my love? Claire, g'day. Great to have you here. Rod, I'm grateful for you and these amazing suggestions. You are welcome. Please be mindful of what you think. And when you are thinking shitty thoughts, here's what I want you to do. Just go, oh, thank you, thought. You're just here to try and keep me safe. You're thinking fearful thoughts so I can start preparing for the worst and come up with strategies. But that's not how I'm hardwired. I'm hardwired to suffer and struggle when I think fearful thoughts. I'm hardwired to get depleted and my immune system drop and get fully stressed out. And that will mean that the blood that's in my brain will go to my adrenal glands, and it will put all the other organs in my body at a level of compromise in a suspended state, and I will have not as much oxygen in my brain. I will get confused. I will become vague. I will become uncertain and insecure, and that is not the space to innovate, to think clearly, to make decisions, to have rationale, to be resourceful. And that's what I want for you. We can't control what's happening out there right now. We can't. We can control what we watch. We can control who we listen to. We can control what we think. We can control what we do. We can use this downtime to clear clutter, to wash the car, to clear the garage, to innovate ideas, to get another phone and a phone number and be available for people. Shift your mind to be of service, even if it's calling senior citizens in nursing homes because they can't have visitors anymore. I don't know what it is. My girlfriend Fairy Mary is doing digital face painting for kids and parents. G'day Dee. G'day Melissa. Happy Hour Friday sounds like so much fun. Like, why not? Also, please be responsible. As I say that, now is not the time to overconsume alcohol either. Misery loves company, and you don't find success in the bottom of a bottle. You really don't. What I want you to know about alcohol, don't get me wrong, I love a good red. I'm actually not drinking at this time because I'm choosing to stay as clean and as vibrant as possible. Because what I learned about alcohol is that it really affects the pancreas, and the pancreas is the organ of self-worth and self-esteem. So if you feel like shit the next day, it's not just a hangover, it's because your pancreas has been whacked with a crap load of toxins and you don't feel as good about yourself. Now's the time to really take care of ourselves. So happy hour with our people doesn't always have to involve alcohol, but if you want to have it and have it responsibly. We're not going to drive anywhere anyway, so have a good time, but a responsible time. But there's nothing wrong with a good green tea as well. Kate Ashton, I will be doing it weekly to get connected with all of our communities, to just be there and keep positive. So one initiative that Kate's doing is Real Estate Kate is doing Palmer's Pots and Pearls nights weekly. All the local pubs. How does it work, Kate? Can you let us know? Ready to home deliver Palmer's, and you can have your own pots. If you've got some pearls, whack them on. Fellas, bow tie, up to you. I've been in lockdown for 2 weeks, so needing people connection. Yeah, there's many people like they're out there too. We are all going camping today in the backyard, says Kelly. What a great idea. Fantastic response from friends, clients. It's been shared lots. Good for you. Can't wait. I'm going to be there. It's next Thursday, the 2nd of April. I think that's it. So that's a way to stay positive. Now, to keep your people accountable and purposeful, make sure they've got daily KPIs and they understand the collective KPIs of the business, that they have an accountability buddy that they can work with to be a support person and to make sure that they're doing what they need to do. Make sure that your people in sales and property managers, you can be calling landlords and checking in to see how they are and if they have any question and if they can be of help, if you can be of help. If you're a sales agent, it is business as usual, just done differently. You can get on the phone and just call your community and see how they are and if they have any questions about real estate at this time, because you understand people are facing uncertain circumstances. and may need to make big decisions, including the potential sale of their home. And you're there to support them and let them know how you can do that in this time by, a virtual appraisal. Or, they can get a 3-minute appraisal by sending their address to you. Like, there is so much that you can do. Auctions are successfully happening online. There are buyers that need to buy right now, and there are people that are looking to invest these times. So if you tell your mind to look for opportunity, that there are good things to be seen and done, then it will find them. If you are all doom and gloom and the world is coming to an end and why me, and you go down to victim town, your brain will not actively look for solutions. Does that make sense? I'd love to know. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, what are you hearing for yourself right now? What are the solutions that you're hearing for you? How do you rise resilient in these times? You master your mind. You meditate, because that will interrupt the automatic thinking of struggle and suffering. You start programming your brain to affirm what you are grateful for. Start looking for what there is to be grateful for. Having an attitude of gratitude will elevate your altitude at this time, rather than focus on all the death or the loss or the destruction or the suffering, all the unknown. Start focusing on the fresh air that we have, the health that you have, the health that your family has. Start focusing on the stillness that this time is providing and the connection that is providing. And if you are going Corona Loco and you want to punch each other out, start sitting down and having powwows about how you can have space and then have powerful interaction. I'm at home with my 2 teenage daughters, and there have been times of fireworks. And, we need our own space, and that's humans being humans. Lisa O'Connor. Miriam is sharing with Lisa O'Connor. Thank you, Kelly. I'm feeling to be of service to others, but in that reminded me to be of service to myself. Oh gosh, yes, you've got to give yourself the oxygen before anyone else. Doing all the things to keep clean mind and stay grounded. Yes, please. Now make sure to rise resilient in these times. Think good thoughts. Be grateful. Affirm what you are doing and train your brain to look for opportunity. I promise you, if you just get on the phone and connect to others, but not go down in victim town together, and you ask, how can I help? And you help. I'm so busy helping people, I don't have time to think about, oh, what if this happens, and what if this happens? It's true. And I'm on fire, right? Helping my clients, having conversations. Who knows how many calls are hopefully on that support line. I won't have time to go down to victim town. So, but yes, please be responsible and look after yourself. Doing all the things to keep clean mind and stay grounded. I read that. Aim is just sharing the love. Please still exercise. Don't just start sitting on the couch, chilling out at Netflix, eating chips and pizza because it tastes good and feels good. Now's the time to practice a level of self-discipline and self-care and be proud. I've been doing F45 8-week challenge eating regime this week. I haven't exercised as much, so I want to be transparent in that. But and I will, as of today, I've got a really open day today to start some exercise, even if it's 20 minutes a day, my friends. But the benefits of exercise, as we know, it releases the good hormones of dopamine and serotonin. If you feel like crap, ask yourself, have I moved my body? Have I danced? Have I run in the backyard? Have I thrown the ball for the dogs? We can still go for a walk. We can still go for a run. So please use your body as a tool to release positive endorphins. You are on fire, Tanj. Thanks so much for this. So much good here. Well, welcome, Miriam. Thank you. Greg, I've got to run. Thanks, Tanj. Loved the wise words this morning. You are welcome. Simon Maguire, good morning, my friend. How are you? I've been thinking about you yesterday, actually. Home Intelligent has joined. I've been walking daily while I still can. Yes, good on you, Kelly. So there are some tips to keep your people connected. If you are a real estate business, it's time to bring the human connection to everything you do. Start with yourself, then with your people. I saw a post yesterday from someone on social media who said, I let people go and it feels good. If your staff are watching your Instagram story and they see that, how do you think they're going to feel? I know we're making decisions very quickly, but please consider these are other human beings with other people they potentially look after. So just be mindful of how you're communicating right now. Leaders, if you're out there and you do have to let people go and you aren't confident or experienced in having tough and confronting conversations, please call my support line because I can coach you through that. 0413 219 923. Oh, I didn't realize. 0413 219 923. Can make a little jingle out of that. Anyone fancy making a jingle? All right, Tanja, that's very cheesy. I've gone over half an hour. I'm going to be showing up a lot more than I do twice a week. I'm going to be interviewing key leaders of influence and key people of resilience and courage and sharing a lot more content. I want to shout out to my friends at Real Estate Business for sharing an article this morning about this free support line that is here for you. Please remember, it is not a big call center of counselors. It is little old me, Tanj, but I am resourceful. I have some good strategies and I have really big ears that can just listen unbiasedly if you just need someone to talk to right now. Be patient if it goes to message bank because I might be coaching a client with my own kids or on another call. So please, if I can remind you of anything, if you haven't read this book, by the way, I'm going to bang on about this a lot. Please get this book. Please get audiobooks. Please fill your mind with good thoughts. Now is the time to clear clutter, use your thoughts and your beliefs wisely, and have an attitude of gratitude. Be responsible, take action to reduce your spend, unsubscribe to things that don't serve you, and you don't have to open up every Corona Loca email that comes into your inbox. Sorry, what I was saying before is, please, real estate businesses and real estate agents, see yourself as your own little local newsroom right now. Use the amazing industry publications and resources that are getting the up-to-date knowledge and share it on your social media platforms. Make yourself available for Q&A. Share information to your investors and your landlords through a live webinar. Connect, connect, connect. I love you. Thanks for tuning in. I will be here. Good morning, Courtney. Oh, I watched your video yesterday, my love. How are you doing? I will be here live 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Monday for Mindset Mastery Monday. I am going to be sharing 10 things that you can do to rise resilient at this time, but really I just want to come on here and answer as many questions as I can. So Mondays are the time to ask questions and I'll just give as much as I can. Please remember there is a free support line for people in real estate and property. It's a second mobile and a second mobile number for me, 0413 219 923, 0413 219 923. I love you. Go well. Master your mind. Zen your space. Feed yourself with positivity. Use your time wisely. Move your body. Call a friend. Be of service. This will pass. We are greater than we think. You are greater than you think. Have a gorgeous rest of the day. Drink lots of water. And remember, as always, the words of the late, great Maya Angelou, people will forget what we said. They will definitely forget what we did. But people won't forget how we made them feel. Now's the time to make yourself and others feel great. Control the controllables. Master your mind. Take care of yourself. I love you.